Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Kraven the Hunter, the next Madame Web. Maybe. It's been delayed again. This is never good when a movie company consistently keeps delaying a movie. They've also put it in like December. It had a relatively prime time spot. Relative, of course. December's not really a prime time spot. And just consistently moving it is never good. But I do think Sony has, well, undoubtedly felt the hit from Madame Web. And maybe they're going to try and reassess things. I don't know. I don't know whether people's schedules would allow for any reshoots. Maybe we'll hear of something. Who knows? But we'll dive into this today. Hit subscribe if you're new here and turn the bell notifications on. So, this was reported last night, yesterday. Kraven the Hunter heads to December. It also says about Karate Kid being moved to next summer as well. But yeah, Sony pushing its reboot of Karate Kid from December 13th to May 30th. That's a relatively okay sign. But this whole thing where they say it's created a backward domino effect, that's not a good sign. So Karate Kid moves, that's a good thing. It being moved to a summer release, summer, May, meh, kind of summer, tail end of spring. That's very positive. But Kraven the Hunter has now moved from August, which is like prime time. Prime time. It was Labor Day weekend. So they've completely shot it in the foot, basically. And now that's just moved to December 13th, which is really not good. The one thing which is good that they say is that Kraven will have IMAX and PLF screens. Sure, fine. But it's also the time of year. I don't know what it's opening against or what it was going to be opening against in August. But yeah, moving from summer to winter. Not good. Not a very good sign. It says here, Kraven the Hunter will be the only R-rated movie during the holidays. As if that's a good thing. It's not going to help it. This is absolutely unequivocally the next Madame Web. Directed by J.C. Chanda. It will go up that frame against Warner Brothers' animated Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim. So, I mean, look, if I didn't do this, and I don't know, I want to go out when I go to the theatre that weekend, I know what film I would personally want to see. Of course, because I do this, I have to watch both, but I know what one I would choose. It certainly wouldn't be the next Spider-Man spin-off past Madame Web, Kraven the Bloody Hunter. It just wouldn't be. Now, they say here, the plus on Karate Kid's movie, the movie will now follow the 6th and final season of Cobra Kai, which is good. That would help it quite a lot, actually. Warner Brothers does have the weekend reserved for an untitled movie, which is interesting. So, it's not a huge franchise, Karate Kid, as you can see here. It says 5 movies has only accounted for $620 million worldwide. Not incredible. Not great. So, in terms of what is releasing Labor Day weekend now, They Listen, some weird Blumhouse movie, which, fine, I guess. I've not even heard of that. Blumhouse just keeps cranking out shit. So, I've not heard of that, but that's moving to Labor Day weekend. Weird. What a weird one. Legendary and Sony's animated pick Animal Friends will be releasing next summer. That'll be okay, I'd imagine. But yeah, Kraven the Hunter moving to winter from a summer is not good. Not good at all. And this is seeing the effects of spinning off movies which are just terrible. It says here, anyway, the dreadful box office performance of Madame Web has to have given the studio cause for concern, and if Kraven tanks, it may be the final nail in Spider-Man SU, whatever that is. Although both Venom movies and Morbius were supposed to be part of the same universe and included some ties to the MCU, Madame Web, Kraven the Hunter, and Venom are reportedly being referred to internally and marketed as standalone projects. And this is they're trying to distance itself from all of it. They're trying to like... they're all separate. You don't have to watch any of them, which is not good. Basically, it tries to isolate one movie from hurting the other movie, which does make sense. There may have been some hesitation to emphasize the interconnectedness of these movies. Jeff Gomez, an executive transmedia producer at Starlight Runner who worked with Sony on Spider-Man Homecoming, said in a recent interview, they've talked about it before and it didn't work out, which makes a lot of sense. You know, why would you keep... Yeah, it's definitely connected when every single one of them just keeps bombing. I quite like Aaron Taylor-Johnson. I think he's sort of... I don't know, necessarily blossomed into an actor. What a weird choice of words. But you get my drift as he's grown into a relatively decent actor. Especially with the likes of Bullet Train. I think that tends to be the go-to comparison for most performances for Aaron Taylor-Johnson. Yeah, fine. I mean, this is not a good sign. This is Sony's next Madame Web. And it'll bomb massively. This will, yeah, really, really bomb. And even the comments on, you know, the likes of this article know it. KRAVEN has been in the can longer than that cream of tomato soup in your pantry that you mistakenly brought. Putting it up against a Lord of the Rings movie is either high confidence or hanging out to dry. It's hanging out to dry. If it was confident, they wouldn't have moved it. Pretty clear which one it is based on the release history. It's had 4 release dates and was shot over 3 years before its release. I did not know it had 4 release dates. I thought this was the 3rd. Wow. 4 release dates. Not good. Sony knows that KRAVEN's going to flop hard, especially after the massive failure of Madame Web. So they're just trying to give it its best chance by releasing it during the holidays. I don't think so. People need to put studios on notice with unnecessary release date changes. If you move the date, we'll not give that film any support. Simple as that. That is a weird comment, to be fair. Doesn't matter where Sony moves it. KRAVEN is dead on arrival. Yep. Yeah. There you go. There's not really much else to say, to be fair. This is the next Madame Web. This will flop. This will flop hard. Not good. Not a good sign. What do you guys think? Love to hear your thoughts. So drop it all down below in the comment section. Yeah, give the video a like and a share. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.